Hey there, space enthusiasts! Get ready to blast off into the cosmos with us. Welcome to SpaceVerse, where the universe is our playground and curiosity knows no bounds. Join us on an interstellar adventure as we dive into the depths of space, uncovering its mysteries and marvels. From the secrets of black holes to the landscapes of alien worlds, we're here to ignite your imagination and expand your cosmic horizons. With mind-blowing visuals, expert insights, and the thrill of exploration, SpaceVerse is your ticket to the ultimate cosmic journey. So strap in, hit that subscribe button, and let's embark on an epic voyage together into the vast unknown of SpaceVerse. In today's program, NASA unveils an unexpected design for a new Starship, while SpaceX confirms its strategy for orbital refueling. However, engineers at MS encounter issues with the Orion capsule. Meanwhile, NASA is broadening its fleet of moon landers. They recently disclosed a major initiative through a press release on April 19th, showcasing two novel vehicles, heavy cargo versions of both the Starship human landing system and Blue Origin's Blue Moon lander. This announcement coincides with NASA activating an option in the contracts with these two companies from November 2023, specifying the development of these new variants tailored to transport exceptionally heavy payloads to the moon autonomously without crew assistance. What kind of cargo is NASA envisioning? Consider this. The briefing outlines that these new variants must be capable of landing payloads ranging from 26,000 to 33,000 pounds or 12 to 15 metric tons on the lunar surface, with deployment slated for no earlier than the Artemis 7 mission in September 2031. The timeline might seem lengthy, but given the packed schedule of Artemis missions, it's understandable why these new variants require substantial development time. Visual representations reveal notable differences in the new Starship lander, notably the absence of crew cabin windows, emphasizing their fully automated nature. The highlight, however, is the enhanced cargo crane, indicating a significant upgrade in capabilities. A larger section of the ship is depicted opening to support this massive crane and loading what seems to be early renditions of a pressurized rover concept, akin to those under development by NASA with the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency and Toyota. This aligns with NASA's new collaboration agreement with Japan, signaling a fresh era of partnership between the two space agencies. As part of this collaboration, Japanese astronauts are slated to land on the moon and operate the Lunar Gateway Station. In exchange, Japan will contribute resources to prominent NASA missions such as Dragonfly's expedition to Titan and the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope project. Japan's key contribution to the Artemis program will be a pressurized lunar rover designed to accommodate two astronauts for up to 30 days as they explore the lunar South Pole region. NASA intends to incorporate this rover into Artemis 7 and subsequent missions over a projected lifespan of about 10 years. The agreement stipulates that if Japan can construct the vehicle, NASA will ensure its delivery to the lunar surface. In case the enhanced Starship falls short for any reason, there's also the Blue Moon cargo render featuring a robust payload carriage capable of transporting at least one of these sizable rovers atop the lander during transit, then lowering it down safely upon landing. While these renderings are preliminary, they effectively convey the need for NASA to transport substantial amounts of heavy cargo to the moon in support of ground operations. NASA has thrown its support behind Starship and Blue Moon as the two chosen landers, thus allocating funding to these companies to undertake this endeavor, which bodes well for both entities. Moreover, both vehicles appear to possess the requisite capacity for the mission at hand. Starship's current capability to transport payload mass to low Earth orbit could potentially reach 150 tons once fully operational. Therefore, as SpaceX refines its in-orbit refueling process, they could feasibly transport nearly 10 times the payload required by NASA. Additionally, despite being smaller, Blue Moon can reportedly carry at least 20 tons, or up to 30 if utilizing the expendable version. This means that NASA's primary and backup landers are both equipped for the task. All that remains is to demonstrate their capability. Considering that both companies have scheduled crewed missions with their vehicles years before NASA's new deadline, this appears to be a manageable challenge. NASA has recently confirmed that SpaceX is making significant progress toward conducting a crucial demonstration of their vehicle-to-vehicle propellant transfer technology in 2025. During the test flight of their Starship prototype rocket on March 14th, SpaceX attempted the first ever in-space fuel transfer, a critical step for advancing their lunar missions with NASA. This test involved transferring 10 metric tons of liquid oxygen from the header tank at the forward tip of Starship to a main tank within the mid-body, occurring approximately 24 minutes and 31 seconds into the flight. However, details about the procedure's status afterward were limited due to the primary focus on the overall success of the flight, which unfortunately ended in the loss of the Starship during re-entry. The situation changed on April 26 when a NASA administrator confirmed that the transfer was executed flawlessly. Speaking at the NASA Advisory Council's Human Exploration and Operation Committee, the NASA Deputy Associate Administrator for the Moon to Mars program announced that while the test results are still under review, the propellant was effectively transferred between tanks, and SpaceX remains on track for the next phase, a fuel transfer between two spacecraft in space. The proposed process involves launching a target vehicle first, followed by a chaser ship that will automatically intercept, dock, transfer fuel, and disengage for re-entry burn. This ambitious plan necessitates the rapid launch of two ships, a feat SpaceX is actively preparing for, evident from the construction of a second launch tower and other infrastructure at the Boca Chica site. However, achieving successful vehicle docking and managing automatic navigation systems remain crucial challenges. Despite this, SpaceX's progress with a transfer procedure during the initial test has allowed them to focus on meeting the 2025 deadline for a full demonstration, a prerequisite for NASA's approval for lunar operations. With Artemis 3, the mission slated to utilize a human landing system variant, still scheduled for 2026, SpaceX aims to avoid further delays. While additional Starship test flights are expected before the major refueling demonstration, ongoing efforts to address issues like safe re-entry and landing provide engineers with valuable time to refine docking systems and other necessary hardware for the mission's success. Orion has encountered a problem, and NASA is still uncertain about its cause, let alone how to resolve it. During NASA's Advisory Council Committee meeting on April 26, Artemis Mission Administrator Amit Chatria informed the members that a heat shield anomaly discovered on the Artemis 1 Orion capsule had not been fully investigated yet, but the team was closing in on the root cause. The issue arose during the 2021 Artemis 1 mission when the uncrewed space capsule re-entered Earth's atmosphere and splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. Initially, everything seemed fine, but upon closer inspection, NASA noticed that Orion's heat shield had burned unevenly. While the capsule survived, and a crew would have been safe, the uneven charring of the heat shield is concerning, especially given NASA's stringent post-shuttle explosion safety protocols. The heat shield anomaly is perplexing because the uneven burn pattern did not match the simulation predictions, which otherwise accurately reflected the mission's outcomes. Orion's heat shield is made of AVAT, an ablative material designed to flake off during re-entry, thereby preventing heat transfer to the main vehicle. The capsule's steep descent from the Moon involved re-entry at 40,000 kilometers per hour, heating up to 2,076 degrees Celsius. Such stress makes identifying the cause of an uneven burn challenging. Artemis engineers have been conducting smaller-scale tests on physical models in wind tunnels and ArcJet labs to identify the cause, but this process takes time. The leading hypothesis is that the skip re-entry maneuver, which was used to slow and accurately position Orion for splashdown, may be to blame. Although the maneuver was successful, it's relatively new and hadn't been used much before Artemis 1. Engineers are testing different flight profiles to understand its impact. Ultimately, confirming the heat shield material's reliability is crucial. An uneven wear pattern isn't the significant issue if the heat shield functions as intended. However, NASA wants to ensure absolute safety before putting astronauts on board for Artemis 2 and future missions, where the capsule will re-enter at even higher speeds. Replacing the heat shield system would be a substantial effort, so NASA prefers to validate the current system's efficacy. As Chatria emphasized, when we stitch it all together, we'll either have flight rationale or we won't. You can't force physics to change for budgetary reasons. The goal is to resolve this issue and proceed with preparations to send humans back to the Moon in 2025. Let's hope this burn pattern anomaly is not a significant obstacle, allowing the team to focus on other system repairs in time for the upcoming missions. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in to SpaceVerse. Today, we delved into NASA's latest updates on SpaceX, groundbreaking propellant transfer technology, and the unexpected heat shield anomaly with the Orion capsule. With advancements and challenges unfolding, the journey to the Moon continues to captivate and inspire. Stay with us for more updates on these exciting missions and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay connected with all things space. Until next time, keep exploring.